The John LeBanc Show has been known to make people laugh, sing, think, scream, throw things in rage, and generally lose their minds. Listener discretion is advised. The John LeBanc Show is back to regular scheduled broadcasting. Welcome back, my friends, after an extended vacation for myself as far as putting out new broadcasts. You got to hear some of the best Bangerverse material that we have to offer. And it was an insightful holiday season. I got to learn a lot of things. Got to participate in my third Alien X Radiothon for Forgotten Harvest. That was a fun time. And I wasn't on as long as I was in the past, but that was due to a few things. As you remember, I had some little throat things going on right before the holidays and before the break, and it was a time that I needed to take a short rest anyways to give the voice some time to get back into shape. We talked a lot last year, ladies and gentlemen. But that's not why you're coming tonight. You are excited to hear what's going to be happening on the show. And, well, we're going to be talking about the Pentagon and UFO files that came out over the past few weeks. That'll be in the third segment. We're also going to be touching on the big tax plan that we got over the Christmas holiday. Some Christmas present from the GOP and President Donald Trump. We'll get into that in the second segment. But we're in 2018. We had a fabulous 2017. Couldn't have had a better year. And we're looking for bigger and better things in this year. We started it off the other night with the Banger Music Awards, which just was a complete success, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get into that as we go on. We've got a lot of new segments we're going to be testing out here in the beginning of the year, probably in the first month. We're going to be running through a few of our new segments here to, give you a taste of what, is in store for you for the whole year. The John LeBanc Show is a very versatile show, as you know, and because of that, each and every year we try to keep some of the best of the old stuff, the old segments, and then bring in some fresh new segments to keep the show fresh and new and on your thoughts and on your minds and keep you excited, get you to participate more. That's what we have going on tonight, actually. You can win prizes now on the John LeBanc Show. You were able to win some in the past, but now it's going to be much more readily available. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, you could win a download of the Dark Clouds MFP song straight off of their Bandcamp site. So you'll be able to get a code, and that how you're going to get that, it's quick and simple. We have a new segment right here called Bangers Poll Questions. And you've got to go to the website to answer these questions, but we're going to give them right here, out to you, right on the radio to start each and every broadcast out. And tonight's banger poll questions are: what is the name of the current ice age? Who is John Dewey? And the final question is, name the winner of the Best Detroit Band category at the Banger Music Awards. And of course, tonight's winner is going to win a downloaded copy of MFP by the Dark Clouds. They're one of our favorite groups here on the John LeBang Show. You're going to have to go to the website. That's www.jlebang.com. Look for the Win a Prize link. Click on that link. Go over there and answer the questions. Give us your name and where we can send you the download if you win. And the third person to have all those answers correct and sent in to us and fully filled out will win this download to the brand new Dark Clouds song MFP. I feel a little rust, ladies and gentlemen, being off a little while. Sometimes you got to knock the rust off. Maybe I'll drink some coffee, You know, funny thing I noticed while I was gone is I think my eyesight got worse. Interestingly enough, over the few weeks I was gone and I wasn't completely tied to all these bright lights that go on here in the studio, and I mean it is bright. We haven't had the lights on here in a long time. And when I first turned them on and got in front of the microphone with all the lights on again, I was like, wow, it's bright in here, man. So what was gone on since I've been gone? We had the holidays, of course, and I spent some time with the family. Did the radiothon as I always do that time of year anyways. I came out with some new cups. We got some great new cups for the John LeBang Show. Coffee mugs, actually, that you can purchase on the website, www.jlebang.com. They're $12 plus shipping. And they're really cool. We came out with those. We wanted to have some fresh stuff coming into the new year and for the holidays. We sent out a lot of them to the various stations, our top 10 stations, actually. Everybody just about received a cup by now. We got one package back, so I got to get the address, make sure I wasn't stupid enough to type in the wrong or write in the wrong address. But we got one of the packages back the other day. So you guys over at Naja Radio, you'll get your cup real soon, bro. Sorry about that. It's been a very, very, very cold, extendedly long cold period here in Michigan. We're, 20, 30 degrees below average for a good last 2 weeks anyways. And, we were seeing very close to 0 degrees for the highs around here. We were happy when we saw, it was going to be 9 degrees out. Woo! Warm weather. Looks like we're going to be ticking up here in the next week, which is a good thing, because I don't think I could stand another week of cold. It has been cold for 4 weeks. December came in right before my birthday, and it was cold. And it stayed cold. And then we had a nice little, 2 or 3 day warming period there just to melt the snow, because we've had some decent amount of snow as well. Just enough to melt the snow for a couple days. And then the extreme bitter cold came in. And it was cold and snowy for Christmas. It was cold and extra cold for New Year's. It was bitter, freezing cold. I don't know how anybody went out to celebrate out there in these open areas where they're dropping the balls outside. You guys are some brave mofos, because I'm too much of a wimp to be able to deal with that. To me, that's ridiculous. I'm not going out there and freezing my cojones off just because the new year is coming in. No way, man. I've seen enough New Year's already to where I don't need to go out there and enjoy them from there. In fact, I think I'm most likely... No, I wasn't. I was going to say I was in bed, but I wasn't. I was up late that night working on the new banger special coming up. We don't know when. We don't have a release date yet. We do have the name of it. It's called Virtual Infinity. We started writing that during the break as well. We took a week off right after Thanksgiving there to kind of get ourselves just rested up a little bit. We had the big holiday ahead of us, and you know how busy that gets. And then around my birthday, which is the 17th of December, I started really working on this. The idea came, it finally hit me, right? I usually use this period, this holiday season, to start writing something, if not to finish it for like a New Year's Eve or New Year's Day broadcast, to finish it sometime in the new year. But you got to get started on it first, and I use that time, that downtime that is, to get all that started. And it's turning out really great. I don't want to give anything away except tease it here a little bit, but it may be the most creative storyline to date. We also had the Banger Music Awards that just happened just a few days ago, actually. What a success. Folks, I can't tell you how successful it was to have just an amazing amount of people come listen to the show, to participate in the show. All the bands were great. We featured a lot of cool artists. Bands won from all over. Nobody really dominated. One band won 3 awards, but outside of that, it was spread out real nice to where this band won this award and that band won that award. If you want to find out who won at the Music Awards, you can go to my website, www.jlebang.com, and click on the 2018 Banger Music Awards link right there. It's right at the top. We're featuring that for about a week. We're going to feature that while it's being syndicated across all the networks that carry the Music Hour of the John LeBang Show, and a few of the stations that don't normally carry the John LeBang Show Music Hour. They were so interested in the Banger Music Awards that they asked to carry it special. And that was amazing on itself. You know, we kicked off the year in a huge way, ladies and gentlemen. It was just huge. Probably, if you ask me, in my humble opinion, it was probably our biggest opening to a new year for the John LeBang Show, and that was the Banger Music Awards. And we're going to keep them going. The response after the awards was amazing as well. You wouldn't believe how many submissions we got after the awards were broadcast across the world. I mean, that's what it was. So many people listened. The ratings were through the roof. Probably, as far as I'm not sure. I will have to see the numbers here in about a month. Maybe I'll see them. But I would bet that it was very close to my most listened to broadcast on Alien X Radio. Pretty close, anyways. And all the bands were great, most of the bands were great. I have to, interject this while we're coming up against a break here in a couple minutes. Just put this out there. Bands from Australia, United Kingdom, New Jersey, all these bands from all over the place, Seattle, really got behind this music award. And they pushed it, they promoted it, they got people to vote. I mean, we had like 1,271 votes. Incredible for the first ever music award that was just thought of on the fly. I just said, hey, let's do it. Why not? Let's do it. No budget, no sponsors, nothing. I just said, let's go ahead and do it and see what can come of it. But the bands here in Detroit, I have to, I've heard a lot of musicians talk down about the bands here in Detroit, and it's tough to argue with them sometimes. Because here I was a local guy doing my best to promote Detroit music. I had an award, Best Detroit Band, featuring most of the bands that were featured, that were played, that weren't actual nominees in the Banger Music Awards, were from Detroit, outside of a couple. They were all from the Detroit area. Reverend Right Time and Half-Life Music and Medicine Wheel, and there were a bunch of bands that were featured. Yet when it come down to voting, when you counted the votes, the Detroit bands didn't even show up. Barely. They didn't even care. They don't even care if they get an award. I don't know if they don't think the Banger's worthy. I mean, they're over there at the competitors